Alright, I'm back. Here's, let's get busy. You haven't seen this part, so on my way to my apartment. Leaving one side of the, one part of the island, go to another part. I always hit that bump with this, it's a speed bump. So anyway, did it again. On my way over to another part of the island. Here we go. Check out the scenery. I want you to see the scenery. On my way, I left Fumba town. I went to Immigrations, and Immigrations is on the same side of the island as Fumba town. It takes maybe like 20 minutes to get from Fumba town to Immigrations. But now I'm on my way to my apartment. It's in Paje. Check out the scenery. I want you to see how it looks. Beautiful. A lot of, at least I say it's beautiful scenery. This is one of the buses that people get on in front. They pack the people inside these things like sardines. I'll let you see it as we come up on it. Get around them and going around them. Right here. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. It's a long ride, family. Bricks a lot of times. Look like they're making bricks over here for their housing. They use the soil right there on the ground. Pull it up and make bricks. Somebody important traveling through. If you look, had to pull over. Yeah. Combini is this area. This area is called Combini. Combini. Side of the road. So over here, you know, it's like you drive on the left side of the road instead of the right side. Steering wheels on the opposite side too as well. So in the U.S., steering wheels on the left, we drive on the right. And it's in reverse here. This road right here is, you know, a nice road. It's not, there's no potholes, so this one is a good one, but we'll find some that you'll see. Oh, it's tough. I'll show you. I tried to hit my blinkers, but then I hit the windshield wipers. Just keep doing that. So the local brother showed me this way. Took me through it one time, and that was it. I put it up in my mental note. Got it. You know, let me remember all these points of reference. You know, so when I come back to do it, I get it done without getting lost. So over here, you know, you can use a navigation system, but a lot of stuff is not, you know, going to give you an exact location, you know, on a navigation system. So you have to, you know, like do it yourself, you know. Hey, like, share, subscribe. If you're still with me on this, like, share, subscribe. You know, turn on the notifications so when I put the stuff up, you'll get it. And thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you to all the subscribers that roll with me. I got some faithfuls. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Market's going on. Market's going on. It's busy. Busy area. Past 2 police officers. I'm so glad they didn't stop me. A lot of times they stop you, you know what I mean, doing routine checks. And I said something about it one time, but I was told that they check because they run your information through the computer to see if you have insurance, because you know, a lot of people, they try to drive without insurance. So routine stops. That's a good thing. I won't argue with him on that. Yeah, it's riding without insurance, you crash into me now. I gotta worry about not getting paid. Anyway, we haven't even scratched the surface. There's a lot more to go. A lot more driving to go. See, by me doing all this driving right here, even though it's less expensive than the US, it gets pretty expensive because it's so much driving and it takes so long. So, and we also got to recognize that the drivers still have to pay for gas. Gas is cheaper here, but it's still not that cheap. So, you know, in their time too. So after a while, you paying for drivers. That's like if you come to Africa, and I believe it's probably like this whatever part of Africa you're in, one of your most, you know, expensive things to do is transportation, because you need to pay people to drive you to and fro, and it's going to be a lot, because you need to go here, you need to go there, you want to see this, you want to see that, and that's where the money is. So if you can eliminate, you know, if you can eliminate paying for travel, like I did, then you're gonna save a whole lot of money. I mean, it's a lot cheaper to live here, but anything adds up, pennies add up, you know. So if you're driving yourself around, I know it's a task. Everybody is not up for the task. Everybody's not going to do what I'm doing, driving. You know, it's tough. You got to drive on the opposite side of the road, steering wheel on the other side, and also, you know, you don't know your way around the roads, the streets. It's tough. I admit everybody is not going to do it, but if you can, you know, I say you'll save a lot of money. You know, it's challenging. It's very challenging. And this right here is easy what I'm doing right now, but it gets real rough, you know, with traffic and people driving real erratic. It's like organized chaos. It could be pretty intense. I'm right here like more in the rural areas. But when I go down into areas like downtown Zanzibar, Stone Town area, especially during rush hour, it's a madhouse. It's like New York, driving through New York on steroids. Go down through Manhattan and all that stuff. It's worse. It's worse because it's less organized, and it's like motorcycles, bicycles, people, buses, cars, everything squeezing you in. You have no room for, you know, horizontal movement on side to side. It's like each end of your car is like you got like 3 inches, or you smashing something. 3 inches on this side, 2 to 3 inches on this side, 2 to 3 inches on that side. Yeah. One sudden move, you done banged into something. I gotta get around. Here we go. Some of the bumps. Bumpy road. You see the scenery on the side here. People. There's food everywhere. You know, people. Food stands. You know, that's the thing. Fresh food, outdoor markets, fruits and vegetables. It's a common thing, which I like. I love. Here's where it get kind of tricky. Bumps and stuff on the road, holes in the road, like right here. You didn't see it. You can see it. This is the road. I ducked it. Holes are so big that they'll just go ahead and just break the axle, you know, some of them. So definitely want to avoid that. Here's a huge one. I gotta stop. Get around in 2 of them. I want you to see it. You can see that. You can't see it. I wish you could just see how big hole is to turn your car. I need a Humvee. If I had a Humvee, I'd be in business. So now I got to slow down right here because wow, there's holes, bumps. Scraping the front of my car here, just scraping. See chickens and stuff walking about all the time and everything. I like the idea that your food walks among you, you know what I mean? Man, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Some people wouldn't be down with that, but I'm like, I'm okay with it. I get to see what I'm eating when it's still alive and what it's eating and doing, you know? I like that. Brother Betsalel Yehudi Israel, also known as Arab. Yeah, hit that like button. This is the better way right here, even though it's lumps and bumps, but it's just for a little bit. so you can see the holes in the ground. Yeah, like the, see, I don't know if you can see that, but these are like craters. This is in the dirt. Sometimes it's in the road. The road is paved, so it's even worse. Like, travel from one location to the other. So the Soul is where I'm living, and then Fumba Town. So both places I'll be going back for. So I'm traveling now from the Fumba Town area up to the Paje area. So you get to see. Love these roads right here. So yeah, this right here is good stuff. Brother showed me this way. Boy, I tell you, he changed my life with that. It's like a lot of people don't really use them or don't know about these roads like this, because there's more traffic going through the areas where it's a lot of bumps and potholes everywhere. It's a whole lot more traffic. These roads that he showed me are smooth and newer and paved, and there's less people. There's hardly no traffic every time I come in. So I love it. Sister out here, she's gathering sticks. It's probably to cook with. She's gonna burn those sticks underneath her pots. Burn that wood. How much money you gotta spend for that on gas and electric? You pay gas and electric. We do in the U.S. You pay it here too because of my apartment. I got electric. I got all electric in my one apartment that I'm staying in right now. I think in Fumba Town it's going to be gas and electric, right? So you pay for your you have to pay for it. Of course, it's less expensive than the U.S., but that's because where we're living is developed. The towns that we live in. But here, some of them, many of them, they live, off the grid. So I ain't mad. I love it. Prefer to live off the grid, so they go out and grab some wood, put some pots on, a few rocks, take a few rocks and set them up. Put your pots on top of rocks, shove some wood in between the rocks, let it burn. How much money is that going to cost you? Food right there. Snatch a chicken, slaughter him, throw them in the pot right there. How much money is that going to cost you? Plus, it's fresh. It's fresh. It's a big hole right here. I got to go through it real slow. Yeah. How much is that going to cost you? Plus, it preserve your life. Eating like that. Alright, so now I'm getting ready to get back to some of the bumpies, jumpies. Yeah, unfortunately. Then I'm going to get to another new road, smooth road. This one, for a while, I'm going to have to be ducking and dodging potholes. Wow. It's coming up. because all it takes is one, and you're out of commission. One of them, break your axle. Just one. That's why I don't drive at night, because they can do it because they've been here for so many years. They know the areas, they know it. And with me, I still have to really focus. I have to really focus on the road and keep my eyes on everything, because I can run up on one and tear this car up. I done hit some already, but they didn't do much damage. But I haven't hit one that was real bad. I've been fortunate to blessed to be able to navigate around them. Yeah, but I can't wait to get back to my apartment. It's nothing like resting in your own spot, you know. There's a nasty one right here. Man, just went around. I drove over it and it went through the middle of the tires. So I didn't duck it. I just like, okay, I'll just go over it and not ride into it. So like, if you good, you know how you just let it go in between all four tires. But if you mess up, that's your backside. That's your ASS. You'll be sitting on the side of the road. I don't even know who you can call over here. I just have no idea. I haven't figured out how I need to. If you break down, I need to get that done. Potholes are so huge. I mean, if you pour water in them, I mean, I'd like to tell you a joke. You can go swimming in them. My goodness, it's no joke. Where you want to swerve around the pothole, but then there's a car on the other side. You can't swerve into the car. So that's when you're in trouble, you know. I hate that. see if I can put the window down, but you see this big monstrosity. My goodness. Separate the tires from the car. Right here is like a monkey park. Right here, over here. It's a rare species of monkey that's only can be found here in Zanzibar. It's like a red monkey. You can see I think the picture, the sign right here. Yeah. They're all around here. Trees. See, as this traffic is slowing up because of the potholes, everybody got to go real slow because you got to go into them real slow, slow, and come out of them slow so they won't bust up your suspension. try to let y'all see grounds. Hopefully you can see the ground. See the It's moving slower than normal because I got these huge trucks in front of us, and they're like elephants. They're moving slow. Once we get through this real bumpy area, I can go around them. I can see it's a pile of rocks and dirt right here. If you can see it, obviously they get ready to try to fix these roads right here. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. This is... Get off this, man. Feel like a milkshake. See them out there, so good. Some some fruits and vegetables, selling corn, food stands right here. Let me see. Yeah, they up here. I see the police. They up here. They're up here. They're up here. They pull me over right now. Get to check them out. Check them out. Check them out. Bari Kaka.
Ah, Mamba baby.
Yeah,
okay?
Paul, Papa Mama Sapi.
Everything good.
Everything is good. Nzuri sana.
Karibu sana.
Santi Kaka.
Okay, okay.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that was, you see that was easy. He recognized me, you know. He pulled me over so much. Once he pulled me over, he just was like, sorry about the camera fell from the bumps. But anyway, once he saw me, you know, it's like, hey, move on. It's really nice. It's really a pleasant encounter sometimes with these officers. Not like, here it is. I'm a retired police officer in the U.S. in Baltimore City, but it doesn't matter when you're not in uniform. Of course, they don't show me their color if I was in uniform. But when I'm in this, you know, just in this black skin, and my encounters with police officers, it's not good. It's a lot of times it's kind of like it's dangerous. I'm being real. I'm being honest. You know, in the U.S. And I must tell you, especially with the white ones now, it's the white ones. When they pull us over as you know, black men, just the new road coming up to the light. takes away a lot of the bumps. We won't hit no more bumps for a while to the end of it. But yeah, they over here it's a pleasant, encounter with these officers because they're pulling us over, but they're doing their job. They're pulling over to check to see if you got all what you're supposed to have. But it's a friendly thing. They're not worrying about the ego trip. You black, so they want to do stuff to you and all that kind of stuff. No, because we're all black. They don't they don't know anything about racism with respect to skin color and all that stuff. That's not it. So it's all right. Like the brother was smiling and everything, cool. He's not acting like a jerk, a robot, like And I'm telling you, in the States, I had to show them my retirement ID and everything, and then they stopped. It puts them on their heels. They say, oh yeah, that's because of a status, me being a retired police. Some of them still try to be a jerk, but they pull me over and be lying and everything. Like this one female officer pulled me over, white officer. Now she ought to be ashamed of herself. She pulls me over, and she was because I drove by her. The speed limit was 30 miles an hour, and I made sure she was going less than 30, but I was going 30. I drove past her. She pulled me over and then say I was speeding. I said, no, the speed limit is 30 miles an hour. I wouldn't sit there and disrespect you and speed past you. I wasn't speeding. Yes, you were. So she was lying. I'm like, you sitting here lying. Now, I'm a retired police officer. I know better. You a liar. She sit there because she pulled me over. I was in a Mercedes-Benz and I was a black guy. She pulled me over. I know why she pulled me over, and she knew why she pulled me over. She's like, oh, I could pull him over, he's black. Then she tried to lie. So, and just think about it. Think about how there's no shame in her. Like, because she feels like I'm nothing. It's okay for me to know that she's a liar. She doesn't even care that I'm looking at her knowing you a damn liar. You a liar. You know damn well that I was not speeding, but you pulled me over anyway just because you saw a black man in a Mercedes or a black man, period. You felt like you could do it, but then, I told her, look, I told her who I was. I gave her, hey, I'm a retired police officer, whatever. Then she backed up. Well, you were speeding. No, I was not. She couldn't pull it all the way back, because she didn't want to be embarrassed. But I should have went to the station and made a complaint on her. That's what I suggest. You go to, don't argue with them on the streets. Go and put a complaint on her. Go to their internal affairs. Put a complaint in. So therefore they have to answer to it. It may not do nothing to them, but it still builds up in their record, That's what you should do. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, I got out of that one safely, but it could have led to some confrontation. I done had some confrontations with them. And I mean, here it is. I'm an upstanding citizen, so think about that. I get into it with them when they pull me over because they're trying to lie and say things that's not true. And I'm like, you sitting here making this up because I'm black. And it's a shame because by me seeing the other side, you know what I mean? By me being on the other side of I've been a police officer. So I know what you're doing, you know what I mean? I know. So, yeah, so anyway. I don't know what she's doing, okay? So me being a police officer, I've seen how y'all treat people on the inside, and I've also seen how you do on the outside being a black man. But over here, let's get back to over here. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at this beautiful landscape. Look, this beautiful landscape, untapped. I want you to see this. Look at that. And some people live back down in the villages, They're way just, back down there, just hidden. Just living off the land. it's going to come a time that no one can buy and sell without the mark of the beast. That's the thing that I keep my heart on. You know, I pay attention to that. It says, you know, no one we will buy and sell without the mark of the beast, right? And so, and if you take that mark, okay, back y'all. Okay, yeah. So my GoPro overheated. So, but anyway, I'm back. So let's finish this ride out. I want you to enjoy. I always hit my windshield wipers by mistake. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, so regarding the mark of the beast. So anyway, mark of the beast system is basically based upon what we deal with now, money. You can't do anything. You can't buy, nor can you sell without money. You know, you can't buy nothing because you need money to buy something. And if you sell, you want to receive money for whatever you're selling. But they're going to move it to a whole nother level, and they're going to make it where as though the money that you have, the value of your money or whatever the amount you have would be in your body somewhat. You know, it's like it's going to be a mark in your hand or in your forehead where they can determine what's in your account. Like, for an example, like, you know, we have cards now. So, you know, your debit card or whatever. So basically your debit card will be in your forehead or in your hand. So, yeah, anyway. So, you know, over here, look how beautiful this is. So over here in Mother Africa, you know, a lot of the people are not really beholden to money as we are in the West. Why? Because they're underdeveloped. So they have been living for years on the land. You know, so I'm not going to say that they don't use money or have money. They do. But I mean, it's a lot of people that are in the villages that can go days and days without money because they live off the land. So pretty much they got their own cattle. You know, if you got chickens and you have, you know, goats or whatever you have, and you're growing food, and then you build your house already out of, you know, the earth. You know, they have like houses where they just completely built out of the earth. And I just want you all to really look at how beautiful this is as I'm speaking. This is so beautiful, untapped. So, you know, they build these houses out of the earth, where they call mud houses and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's still a dwelling, and they live in it, and there's no taxes. It's paid for. It's done, right? So they're eating healthy food because they're growing the food from the ground. They don't have hospital bills and all that kind of stuff because they don't have medical insurance. So they learn how to use the herbs of the earth to heal themselves. So they're pretty much self-sufficient. You have a lot of people that's living like that in the villages. So people say they're poor, but are they really poor? I mean, if they can get everything we get, pretty much, then without money, then they're not really poor. It's just a different system. And so over here, which is good, it's good over here because you got people who still live like that. And so when that system kicks in, and it's going to kick in, and it's coming really soon, when it kicks in, these are the people that we can look at, that we can learn from, and learn to live without having money. You know, without having that chip. You gotta go hit the windshield wipers again. You know, that we don't want that chip, you know, or whatever, that mark. Because if you take that mark just to survive in the world system, that's it. You're going in the lake of fire. You will not inherit the kingdom of Yah. So anyway, I look at that, I think about that, and a lot. And if you don't think about that, you can really slip into being a part of this world system, you know, because they are definitely pushing that. If you see how they came with the COVID thing, that was, to me, that was preparation for the mark of the beast. That was a test run. They did everything they could do to make everybody join into getting their, I call mad ascend. Mad ascend. Take something in your body, a foreign object or whatever it is that they made in a lab, to tell you you need this, and if you don't take it, you can't work. So a lot of the medical field, like doctors and nurses, they hit them up first, or at least they hit them up early, and so they can influence the rest of the people. They would lose their medical license and all that kind of stuff. Nurses would lose their certification if they don't take their ascend, right? And so people were taking it because that was their livelihood, right? And so, you know, they did it around the whole world. I've never been done before, as far as I know. So basically, that was preparation for Mark of the Beast, and they pulled it off. So you know it's coming soon, okay? They're not giving up. It's coming soon. You know, they already starting to make everything digital with respect to cash. They're getting rid of the cash, and they're making it digital. Everything is digital, okay? So anyway, over here in the land is a landing ground, is safety, okay? So I can see people coming back here. You know, they thought that they were doing something by, you know, keeping Africa oppressed and be you know, undeveloped and all that stuff, but in a lot of areas, it's 54 countries. It's a huge continent, so you know you have a lot of untapped land. But they thought that they were doing something. Y'all is so, come on, y'all created everything. He created man. How can you outthink him? He already had it set that they would do this, and by them doing this, it's going to work against them. Why? Because when they pull it off, they're not going to be able to really cover Africa with it. It's undeveloped, you know what I mean? They won't have enough time to force all of that on Africa. Why? How you going to force it on the people here when they already been living off grid pretty much? Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Y'all, oh my goodness. Look at this, right? Look at this beauty. Now, you got people coming on my channel talking about you only showing the beautiful stuff and all that kind of stuff. I mean, but just look at this. I mean, it's bad everywhere, you know, ugly everywhere, you know, somewhere. But I ain't talking about, you know, houses again. I ain't worrying about that. I say that over and over again. I'm not worrying about houses. You can say, oh, that's the slums because they have a mud house. That's just built up by man. I'm talking about the terrain, baby. The terrain. Look at the terrain. I want you to see. Look at this. Look at the terrain. Look. This is what I'm talking about. Untapped beauty, baby. That's beautiful. Look at these trees. Look at this. Hallelujah. Talking about Africa. It's the slums. Shut your mouth. Look how beautiful that is. Ah, come on now. Walk with me. Yeah, I'm gonna take you all the way up so I get to my apartment. So I love it, you know. I love it. So yeah, you can get sidewalks and, you know, you can get everything that the West offer, but you're gonna pay a price for it. Like, for an example, yeah, no sidewalks and stuff. A lot of places over here, you know, they call it undeveloped. But guess what, though? They ain't paying taxes, though. They're not paying taxes. So taxes go up every year. I mean, at least in the U.S., I know of the U.S., I mean, they taking a lot of your money, you know? And did you work for it? work overtime and they taking half of it. I mean, it's bad. But like over here, you know, okay, all right, I'm willing to give up sidewalks in certain places because if I don't have to pay all this property taxes, real estate taxes, I'm paying property taxes annually every year. And if I don't pay it, you take my house, even if it's paid for. Then I really don't own it, right? We don't own the land. So over here, once you pay for it, it's yours. So it goes back to the mark of the beast. So think about it now. You're in America, and you say, I'm not taking that mark. My house paid for, I'm not taking it. You say that. Well, what's gonna happen when it's time to pay your property taxes? Even if you done paid it off and you owe the bank nothing, or you purchased your house right out. You had the cash, which is unusual because they're so high that normally people need a loan. But you purchased your house right out, right? And you own it. Nevertheless, you own it one way or another. You pay payments for 30 years and you own it. And when they put that system in place, no one could buy or sell without this mark. You say, well, my house paid for. Yeah, but you still have to pay your property taxes or they'll take your house. So how you gonna pay your property taxes unless you take the mark? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm saying our mindset, all of us can't just jump up and leave and jump and come over and run into Africa. And I don't suggest doing that unless Yah gives you personally a go ahead. You know? You should have your own personal relationship with Father Yah and His Son Yeshua HaMashiach, that you will know when He's guiding you to do something, all right? And if you go to do it, you should stand in confidence that Yah is leading you. So, okay, I would say, you know, that coming over here to Africa, you know, it's a good thing, but you know, everybody can't do it. Everybody can't do it all at the same time. But be in the mindset, that eventually you will be looking towards getting off the mark of the beast system, because it's really here already. It's just that now we're dealing with cash. And it's not putting our hand on our forehead. But, you know, over here you barter, bartering, you know, and you can do a lot of that without spending money, you know. So, I would suggest that you get in the mindset of doing that. Moving to a place where you can get off the grid and you don't have to pay property taxes or anything like that. Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight for everybody. So, yeah, we know that, you know, especially with the children of Israel, especially speaking to, you know, we weren't all taken from Africa at the same time. They did it over a lot of years, you know, taking us. And so, you know, when we return to the motherland, Yah said that He was going to gather us. And I don't see anything in that word that says that gathering us in any particular way. Gathering us come in all sorts of ways. Like, in other words, putting it in one's mind and in their spirit. Putting it in one's mind and in their spirit that it's time for you to leave as an individual and take your family, you know. And then there's others that may leave all at once at the big gathering, you know. So there's no set one way that Yah has shown us. Oh, he's just gonna gather everybody at the same time. I haven't seen that in the word where he's gonna gather, because when you look at slavery, when we were in chattel slavery, Harriet Tubman, I'm just use her, she was one of them. She did not wait for the Civil War to end and all that kind of stuff, and for Lincoln to free them. She didn't do that. And the people who she helped escape, they didn't do that. They didn't wait until everybody left at once, right? And there was many others outside of Harriet Tubman. So they left early. So, you know what I mean, if y'all granted them relief. Some of them did not get caught. They escaped. And so yeah. So if you leave in Babylon and y'all gives you the means to leave Babylon, and I mean not just physical Babylon, but the Babylonian system, but physical Babylon, U.S. and European counterparts. You free, y'all gives you the freedom to leave Babylon, get off the titty of Babylon, then so be it, And nobody should have a problem with that. Everything ain't gonna happen overnight. Even when you come over here, you still gonna be dealing with money. I'm still dealing with money myself, but I'm cutting back on have to deal with money by coming over here, by things that the things that I definitely would have to pay if I was in the U.S. Like one example, my apartment that I own now, that I paid for, I don't have to pay the banks anything. All right, I own it, and I'm not paying taxes. I own it. All right, so I do have to pay, and I'm paying like for utility. Water. That's because where I am, I'm in a development. Also, they have like a security, people clean the apartments and do all that stuff. So we have an association type of thing going. So I pay that, but I don't see nowhere where they can take nothing from me if I don't pay it. I don't know. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. I'm not completely off the grid, but I'm moving that way. You know what I mean? Because I don't have to pay property taxes to the government, so even this development that I'm living in, what we have to pay just for the security booth, and for people to keep the places nice, clean the apartment buildings. They do it every day. Whoops, sorry about that. They clean the apartments every day, and they the buildings, and they take care of the landscape every day and all that kind of stuff. So let's just say if the mark of the beast comes in, and then people elect to say, you know what, I'm not taking that mark, and we just say, well, you know what, we're just not going to have, we'll do that stuff ourselves, secure our apartments, and also, keep up the landscape or whatever we have to do. We can do that ourselves. Therefore, that eliminates it. Say, well, what about the water and electric and all that kind of stuff? Do we just have to do what the local people do? Just go to a well and get your water, right? As simple as that. We'll have to get water from a well like everybody else and bring it back to our apartment. Free water from a well. What about electricity? We just won't have it. You have light in the daytime, and you light fires at night. All right. So I mean, candlelight. You know what I mean? When I was a young boy, I would go to my great grandparents' house. They had oil lamps back in the 70s. So we make a way. Y'all got us. So there you have it. And say, as far as food, hey, come on, you have to grow it. Grow your vegetation, and it's here, like food everywhere. Here, growing all over the place, on trees and everything. You ride by, and you got coconut trees or whatever. Say, okay, you got mango trees everywhere. You got banana trees everywhere. I mean, you name it, trees. And You got chickens walking around everywhere. So, you know, laying eggs and different things like that. Come on now. So if you really want to eat, you can eat off the grid. So I'm almost here. At my apartment, I just want you to see all the scenery, the beauty, which, you know, I guess it's beauty in the eyes of the beholder, but I love it. I think it's beautiful. Look at these trees right here. I'm gonna show you. Look at that. This is beautiful. Ready to pull up into my apartment complex. It's your brother, Bezalel Yehuda Yisrael, also known as Eric. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Yeah. See, this is the security booth right here. So these people, you know, they gotta get paid, you know. Can't work for free. They're gonna open the gate for me. And just about security, it's nice to have it and everything, but from my experience up here, these people are peaceful. I mean, you know, it's good. They have the security up in here. But these people are peaceful. I haven't seen no crime since I've been here. Police are without guns, and the people obey them. So I'm not saying that some theft or whatever does not occur, but I haven't seen anything or heard any of that since I've been here. It's nice to have security. Anyway, I ain't mad at them. I like it. But I go out at night. I walk about among the people. I have absolutely no problem, nor do I see anybody going through anything. And I'm not just the only ones. I see people. I see Europeans out at night walking about freely. See even some of the European women by themselves, or whatever. So, these people are peaceful. Nobody worrying about harming anybody. They don't play that mess over here. Anyway, and I'm not saying this is everywhere in Africa. This is just right here, at least in Zanzibar, from where I have my experience. Anyway, so. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Yeah. Let's see. All right, y'all. I'm almost at my building. Yeah. There it is. So one day I'll probably show y'all the inside of it, I am right now just still, getting everything. The furniture's there and everything, but I haven't put my, put the finishing touches on it. I don't have my pictures on the walls and all that kind of stuff. So, I like things to be right all the way. Anyway, so I'm here. You got to see that ride from down Fumba all the way up to Paje, and see how beautiful the landscape is. All right, Mother Africa be calling. It's your brother, Bezalel Yehuda Yisrael, also known as Eric. Make sure you hit that like button. Show a brother some love. Hit the like button. I do this for free. It ain't about money. Cut this to noise out. I don't care about money or whatever, none of that. I just want to show people what I enjoy. I just want to share it and everything, and share with as many people as I can. And just thankful to Abba Yah that he has blessed me to return to the motherland, the place in which my ancestors were stolen. And so I'm the first generation. Hallelujah. So that's what I'm saying. So make sure you do me the favor, just hit the like button. Just show me.
But the time just made us mind time.
That's it. It's free. I'm not asking for no money.
Cause the days don't
share, subscribe, and also hit the notification button so therefore when
and I'm
I put up
tired
new
of
stuff,
wasting time.
get it right away. But until the next time,
Now's the time to just try to fly. I don't wanna say that I wasted my life when I could have found what was waiting for me. Yeah. What if it's not what I'm thinking? It could be much more than that. And what if I need to give up on fear for something I never